Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's finally a relatively sunny day, so I thought I'd do another video for you. Today I want to talk about mala beads, or prayer beads if you will. It's quite funny because I grew up in a area that when I was growing up was predominantly Catholic. I always went to Catholic schools. I've been baptised, did my first Holy Communion. I never really got into contact with rosary beads. I don't even think either of my nans had them. Maybe they did, I don't know. I remember when my nan died, we went to church and they were praying the rosary, and I was 11 and my cousin was sitting next to me. And we were getting the giggles because where they kept repeating it over and over and over, we were just like, what's going on? They just said that. Why are they repeating it? Anyway. About 6 months ago, I think, I saw a video by Elle of Sacred Seed. She did a video on prayer beads, pagan prayer beads. And that really inspired me. I watched that video, even though it's an hour video. Hour-long video. I watched it quite a couple of times, not all of it, just like in bits, and that really like something clicked for me, because I'd been doing meditation but I wasn't very successful. I still get my mind wandering, but yeah, I couldn't really concentrate. I had a lot of trouble, and I realised that maybe holding the beads would help me focus, and it would help me ground while I was doing my meditation. And so yeah, that video really inspired me. I'll put a link down below. And of course I went to the internet to get myself a set of beads, but as they were coming from far away, I think it was China or something, I decided to make myself a set first with some beads that I still had at home. It took me quite a while because I couldn't figure out how to do it exactly, but this is the bead that you start off with. I then did some grey beads that I thought these are the ones to sort of help me ease into it. Then a little pause, and then the first section, if you will, is to ground myself. Then I've got another pause bead, and then a section to calm myself. The grey beads in between, I thought of, instead of using a mantra or an affirmation, these would be just to count my breath. But really, when I'm like doing it with my eyes closed or in the dark, I can't really feel the difference. But that doesn't matter, I can just do the whole lot for whatever this stands for. The bigger beads I can obviously feel, and because I have trouble concentrating and I have trouble keeping still, I promised myself that when I get to that section I can move and shift my position a little bit. This bead is slightly bigger, so I know that I'm halfway, and yeah, this has been really nice to do at night in bed, to ground myself and to calm myself, because I often get panic attacks in bed. Like, my panic attacks often start in bed, and they help me calm. I get bad reflux, and that sets off my panic attacks because I'm phobic about being sick. And I've had a couple of times where I've taken some medication for it, and instead of panicking and running around, I can get myself to do a round of this and just settle myself and then be able to go back to sleep. So they've really helped me, and I even took them with me on holiday because I know that in a strange environment I tend to not sleep very well, so these have really, really helped me. Then I got the beads that I ordered, and I was slightly disappointed because they're so diddy, look. They're cute, but very, very small. These ones, again, because they're so tiny, I really can't feel the difference between the sections, but that's alright. And this one I obviously can, because they've got like, oh, you can't really see. I don't know what you call those, like a little claspy thing in front of each bead, in front and behind each bead. I don't really use these for any meditation, but I like to wear them around my wrist to remind me to do meditation and to keep myself sort of in that mindset. So those are them. And then I made another 2 lots of prayer beads, or malas, as I'm not a religious person, so I don't pray. I did one for chakras, or chakras, I don't know how to pronounce it, like all the colours, and then the black and white. Again, with the white beads are just for counting your breath, and then an affirmation, like a general affirmation about my body, and then affirmations about my chakras, and that's how I work my way through the whole necklace. And these are the pause beads, or counter beads, or whatever you want to call them, and that's how you work your way around. I really like this one. I don't do it that often. I should do, really, because it's yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of a change. Then I made a green one for love, really, sending love and loving myself, because that is still quite a bit of a subject. Again, the big bead is where you start off. The white beads are the pause beads. The sections are quite, oh, there's a hair there because I get my hair everywhere. These sections are quite a bit longer because of where the beads are longer. Yeah, and they are, this one's great to send your love to people, and to be aware of yeah, being kind to others. Kelly from the Truth in Story did a video on, I think she called it the smiling mantra. I will put a link down below, because that's really, really interesting. It's quite an elaborate prayer meditation, but yeah, that's a very nice one to do with, that I do with this mala. That one is also really nice to do, a gratitude one. Because again, that is something that I really want to incorporate into my daily practice. And then I purchased I think this is rosewood, I'm not 100% sure. But this is just an all-in-one, there's no sections, which took me a little while to get used to because I'm so used to having that little pause in between. But it's also nice not to have it, because you just keep on going and going and going and going, and it becomes something that then it becomes just a noise, just a sound, and you can go and go and go and go and go. And then it does become a more meditative, really. You're not thinking about a subject, you're just letting your mind, your mind anchors on this, and on the feeling of the beads, and on the sound that you're making, and there's no space for anything else. At least that's the idea of it all. It doesn't always work, but it does work sometimes. And then I got this one. This one again has got the sections. That shop also did one with the blue and then the red as an accent bead, which I really liked as well, but it was sold out when I wanted to buy it. It's got this really nice, like they call this the guru bead, and you can use these to count your rounds. It's really nice. And I got these and I was really happy with them, and then I counted the beads and there were only 80 beads. All the other ones are 108. So I was very disappointed, and I thought, no, how am I going to use them? They don't have enough. They're effectively missing a section because you're like 28 beads short. And I was quite upset. And then I realised, because I still used them, and I used them in bed quite a bit just to count my breath, that it's quite nice to do that. And just for a quickie, really. Yeah, so when you don't have, because the other ones, they're 108 beads, it's quite involved sometimes, and especially when you want to do it before going to sleep, you don't always feel like doing 108. So 100 is a really nice amount to do just before going to bed, and just to sort of let your mind sort of calm down a bit, and then you're ready for a nice sleep. Now, those of you who know me and have followed me for quite some time know that I suffer with insomnia, so it doesn't always work, but usually with my insomnia I sleep for like an hour or so, and then I wake up and then I can't go back to sleep. So I try to use those beads at the time when I wake up again, and then try to fall back asleep, and they're really nice for that. And then finally, these ones I got for Christmas. I think they were called Happy Beads or something. Yeah. So I really like them. They're quite different. They're like, I don't know if I can show you this with my. They've got little holes in. I don't know if they're like a seed or a. They are wood, but I don't know. Like they're like natural. Is what I mean. They're not. But I don't know if they're like a seed or wood. But anyway, again, this is a one section. These are 108. I haven't really used these yet. I might just keep these for a bit like the green one, to do like what I'm happy about meditation, being like a gratitude kind of meditation. So yeah, I might do that. Molly from HerSpeak, is it her? Yeah, I keep saying HerSpeech. No, it's HerSpeak. She did a rosary bead gratitude ritual, and it was really nice. Again, I will leave the link down below, where she used the rosary to all the sections to express her gratitude for different aspects of her life, like her home and her health and the people around her, that kind of thing. So that might be something that I'm interested in doing with this one. Obviously it doesn't have the different sections, but we can work around that. yeah, so I'm still looking for like a destination for this one, although you don't have to have like a specific prayer or mantra for any specific mala beads, but that's just how it worked out for me. And this one, like I said, I just used to count my breath, and that's really nice. This one, I do that mostly as well. So, but I could switch that around and do a specific mantra or affirmation with those ones as well if I wanted to. The malas have really helped me, like I said, to keep me focused. And if that is something that you might be interested in doing, there's so many beautiful, beautiful mala beads around. If you go on Etsy or look on Pinterest, there's such beautiful, beautiful beads around. There's also, like I said, the cheapy ones that you get off eBay, or you can make them yourself. It's not that difficult. You just get a load of beads, and if you're interested in doing like the 108, that's fine. If you're not, that's great too. Just do an amount that you're comfortable with, because you can go around and around as many times as you want, obviously. Yeah. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. That would be very nice. And I will see you again very soon.